Hello everyone, Jason Alea back here again, and today we're going to be talking about M. Night Shyamalan's latest film, Old. Now, M. Night Shyamalan as a director to me is, for the most part, hit and miss. There's a lot of bad movies he made, but there's plenty of great movies I enjoyed from him. And I was very interested to see where Old fit into his category of films. And it took me some time to think about the film. I watched the film a while ago. It came out like a long time ago, actually, like around the summer. And I did not do a full-out review because I wanted to take some time thinking about the film and what I liked and what I didn't like. And now we're here, talk about the film, and I'll give you my initial thoughts now, my overall feelings. For the most part, I enjoyed this film, but there's a lot holding it back from being great. For one, the acting. Sometimes it's pretty good for the most part. There's pretty good actors here, but there are many times where the acting felt really stale. I think that is due to the writing of the film, telling the audience a lot of what's going on this beach setting, and some of the actors, when they tell the audience outright what they're going to do or what's happening, not trusting the audience to figure out in their heads or connect the pieces. The acting feels really stale, and you can feel that the movie is trying to drag its pacing along to like a full feature length, and it just didn't work. The pacing can be really off a lot. But for the most part, it's not like terrible. It's not the worst dialogue or acting I've ever seen. Watch The Happening. That is really bad dialogue and acting combined together. It's hilarious, but it's okay.
What? No!
But back to Old. What I also found to be a mixed bag in the film is the overall setting. I love the idea about you're set in this beach, but time goes by so fast and you get older and older each time, but it becomes a little stale. And I think that's also due to the pacing of the film, because you get really tired of this beach setting and you need to do a lot of things to gain the audience's interest, and to me, because the pacing dragged out, the actual setting and premise of the film starts to wear out its welcome, and it becomes a little tedious at times. Now, the movie does, at times, gain my interest when something does happen, or when a character takes action of a certain situation, but for the most part, or I wouldn't say the most part, that's a poor choice of words. But sometimes it does get tiresome once nothing is really happening and the characters are just spewing out dialogue. The times when the characters do try to connect with one another and have actual personal, meaningful discussions is pretty engaging, and that is when the actors are at their best. But when it's like trying to spew out dialogue about what's happening in the plot and explain what's going on, it becomes very stale and very boring to watch. And it leads to a climax which I have mixed feelings upon. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but you're obviously going to have your classic Shyamalan twists, you know. What I do like about the ending, that sets up more of a reveal and then sets up a twist. Like not Split, a Glass. In that ending of the film, there's more of a twist and then another twist. And I felt like Shyamalan heard that criticism, tried to do the same thing here, but make it more of a reveal of what is really going on with everything in this beach. And it doesn't cop out of anything because it's only set up as a reveal. We don't know what's going on, and now we know. But there's a bit of a twist in that ending that made everything actually pretty good in terms of a story standpoint and how the characters end up where they are. The logistics of it, I will question, but for the most part, he handled this better. But it still has your painful dialogue, and it does kind of drag on a little bit too long. It was something that I had negative feelings upon first watch, but the more I thought about it, the more I start to appreciate this ending, and it's not as bad as I think it is. So for the most part, I have mixed feelings upon that, though I think I am more on the positive side of things. The acting can get terrible, but when things are more personal with the characters, the actors do a fine enough job. The setting and premise is very interesting, but the pacing and dragging out of certain scenes wear out the premises welcome, unless the characters try to do something in the film to get out of the beach, which they're constantly trying to do and discuss about. The ending, for the most part, doesn't cheapen the entire experience, and the twist actually works because there's no second twist actually, but it does drag on a bit too long in my opinion. So for the most part, Old is a fine enough film. Not one of Shyamalan's best. I still think that goes to Unbreakable, but this is definitely a worthwhile viewing and is one of Shyamalan's better films. So for that reason, I'm going to give Old a B-. Thank you guys so much for watching. People like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.